evening to all of you. I think its introduction makes it extremely challenging to be in the midst of all of you. I think he has kept us all the time very busy, or from yesterday, more listening to him than the speakers, because he's made it very interesting. Thank you. Now let me at the outset thank the Chennai chapter for hosting this national convention this year at Chennai. And Dr. Karthikeyan for taking the lead as the national president. And I belong to Chennai chapter. I became a member of the Chennai Istd 1983 as a member, and I became the chairman, but then within a month of becoming chairman, I had to leave to Hyderabad. So I have a big history behind Istd, and I enjoy being part of this Istd, despite all the controversies during my tenure as a president in 2012 and 13, but I enjoyed being that. And I'm happy to be here primarily because though I've spent most of the time outside with talking to a lot of people all of yesterday, I've been listening to some speakers, very interesting speakers, and I would like to congratulate Mr. Shyam Sundar and team for bringing in a lot of young people into this forum to talk. I think this is something that all of us have always felt shy. I think when seniors come, younger people don't take a seat. So I think this is something that I would like to congratulate you for bringing the young people, so many college students, able to make a presentation, being questioned by senior people. I think it's very interesting to develop young people. Now I want to, before I invite them to speak, I'm not going to have a panel discussion to begin with. I'm going to invite them to speak for 10 minutes. I have an incident that I must share with you. This was something that happened to me when I was working for Apollo Hospital, Chennai in 1983-18. A very interesting, very small case. We were talking about innovation and creativity. I will never forget this in my life. We were, running patients, looking after the patients, and we were having a dialysis unit in the first floor of the hospital, which is a 5-story building with a basement, ground floor. And this unit was located in the first floor of Dr. Mani used to manage this. Dr. Mani was a well-known nephrologist in the country who treated Jayaprakash Narayan, M.G. Ramachandran and others. Now, when we started the hospital in 1983, people used to laugh at me. I still remember, none of them are here. They say, why did you join hospital, man? Why did you leave Hindustan Motors or Lucas TVH and joining hospital? They used to laugh at me. But it was such an interesting learning for me. Today, I've become an entrepreneur thanks to Apollo Hospitals, what they gave me an opportunity to learn. Now, we had the dialysis was being done for people coming on the day. And there was no enough business when we started in 83, so we were having patients coming in a day out. Then when hospital picked up, thanks to M.G. Ramachandran getting admitted in the hospital started getting absolutely full. And more outpatients started coming for dialysis unit. Therefore, the hospital decided all the inpatients will go for dialysis in the night time, and outpatients will come in the daytime. None of us ever anticipated the challenges that we will have by shifting patients in the night time to a dialysis unit. Now, what happened was patients were coming to us from all over the country, from Northeast and North Delhi, because there was no other hospital in the country which could provide what Apollo provided in 83, 85, 87. The problem that we had was patients were being taken to the dialysis unit from a 3rd floor on a lift. And the principle was no patient would have a key to the room because of an emergency. Nobody can reach if they're locked up. So there was no key available. When the patients are taken to a dialysis room, the room will be locked by the housekeeping department. The key is kept in the housekeeping department. When the patient is ready, they come back. I'm sorry, making it a little longer, but I have to explain to you what really happened in a small innovation, how it really mattered. So patients' families were getting irritated when they were being brought back at 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning from dialysis unit, kept them outside the room, 201 or 305 or whatever it is, and the key had to be brought from the housekeeping department that was located in the basement. The housekeeping department supervisor in the night time will be on the floors cleaning the hospital, we do what is called spring cleaning in the night, clean the entire hospital because we can't have carpets because of hygiene reasons, a variety of reasons. Now, to search the supervisor was taking 10-15 minutes. Then the supervisor will be on one floor. He has to go to the 2nd floor, take the room key of the housekeeping department, go down to the basement, bring the key. This was irritating the patient's relatives. He said, you are insulting people by making them stand on the queue. It takes about 40 minutes. So let me tell you, for 1 year, we were getting abuses from the relatives. And I used to conduct what is called ward coordination meetings, and I used to have the housekeepers started coming for those meetings. And when we were explaining to housekeepers, nobody gave us a solution. And we were all big, highly qualified doctors, variety of people. None of us could find a solution. So one day I was talking to a boy called Ravi. I asked him, do you ever think, sir, we can do it in a simple way. I called him for a meeting and he explained how it can be done. Let me tell you, this boy who studied 10th standard gave a solution which nobody ever thought. He said, in future, we will not shift the patient unless we have taken the key. Now, let me tell you, this simple, common solution that highly educated PhDs and doctors could not find, and housekeeper could say that. And I asked him, why did you not say that? He said, when we sit in the meetings, you have highly qualified Dr. Girinath, Dr. M.K. Mani, they're all sitting in the meeting. How can we talk? I'm, after all, a housekeeper. How can I tell? Understand, this particular problem led to a variety of actions, not only the key establishment of a new department called Transport Movement Department, variety of things took place, giving patients and relatives a lot of, compassion and care. I think this is something that when you're talking about innovation, and when they were being introduced, none of them could find time to talk for 10 minutes in the last 3 days' time, because they're all busy. One person said, I'm going for a session in the morning, 7:30, I'll come back only in the night. Can you find alternative time to talk? Second person read the same thing in a different letter. I'm in a meeting in some place, therefore I will not be able to take. Third person, we could not communicate. But understand the background. You've got a person at the age of 28, he says he won a world award at age of 14. We are finding such enterprising people. I thought instead of, having a panel discussion at this point of time, let us listen to what they have to say, and thereafter we'll take a question and answers. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, Dr. Karthikeyan, Mr. Shyam Prasad, and others. Thank you.